Hey all, this is a sharing about a wreck recently. At the end of the 10:30, I said you'll see the results. What I mean is, like I'm telling you the truth. I've never been guilty of any wrecks. That's the truth that I've been in, and I can explain each one. And what happened was this one. It was just a woman in the way, and it's unfortunate that it happened to me because I had made a great day. I wasn't speeding. I don't do sex. I don't do cigarettes. I don't do drugs, and I don't do alcohol. And I'm not cussing much. Anyway, so that's the same truth that keeps going over and over till it goes out of way forever. Is that it's tragedy for my body and not them, and they're never gonna see it. they're they're using drugs still as a manager at a restaurant. What I don't want to talk about that much, but you don't know. There could have been weapons in the car and drugs, and I know from going back. It's called playing your heart tape over and over, and your brain. If it's right, you're gonna know. You play the tape over and all the way through. That's a gift from me to you. You have to play the tape all the way through, then you can continue going and growing and glowing and rowing and moving on, progressing, not stressing, right? So the woman was at fault, and I have pictures and all that, and I'm sick of my heart going over it because my body's killing me. And I want to tell everyone, the insurance people, and unfortunately, people don't do the right thing. You share, pass out honesty, and people don't do the next right thing with it. So, oh well. So, the the truth was and is that I got to put as much as this and the evidence and facts out because it's right for me. I've done it before, and I am getting spiritual pay. A drunk driver Mexican almost killed me, and I can still put the junk in the dirt, which is right. He was is a real criminal. Dallas on the run, Carlos Jimenez Gonzalez, and never has paid for what he did. So that's a case of national significance. He can kill your family and you right now and tomorrow, and that goes into dozens of people that are in Dallas that are wrong. And there's other cases, but that's another song. So the woman, I'm not going to give out all the information because when they're wrong, and it's wasting my time and energy to help you, the one out there, progress. But anyway, I did as much as I can and could. So last night, I call it as I drew down, like I'm winding down. I'm a human, and we can still stay awake 4 days, less and more. You could actually do it, and that's a recommendation, suggestion for those who feel like they need to. And I felt great about like talking like I am now, going, well, I did everything I could because I know in my heart it wasn't my fault. It's just telling the story over and over till it goes out in the way to the insurance person, all the videos and all that. And I already did more than most individuals. And if I got out of the car, she would have ran. And the police actually, like I have them on the video, didn't go to the right location. And oh well. So it's real simple. I did get arrested. I got up. I went to the Plano VA. They didn't do 75% of the right thing. I did 20. I did 150%. I did 100% of the right thing by turning in government paperwork they need to act on, and I still don't trust them. And they wouldn't see me needing medicine, right? From wrecks before, anyway. So I went to Willowbrook. It's called Shops, and I saw a friend, a veteran, and I went the longest way home, all the way to Midway Road to Coit, and you're going to get spiritual pay after you share. You're going to get results. So we go on forward to the story about the black SUV, and there wasn't very much traffic, and I was content because I have an honorable discharge from the Army. I was content because I have a good driving medal and a good conduct medal from the military, and I was content in my movement towards 635 going back to work. And she would not move, and it's this simple. The traffic started going and she wouldn't go, and I know she was on the phone, and immediately there was not any braking time to go around her, and she was actually stuck at an area where you could go left into a gas station, shop, one low level mall, or you could go right into a parking lot. We were in the left lane, but she would not get out of the way and move like the law says. So there was a bumper engagement, bumper thing, which wasn't my fault, and that's it. And I need to talk about it and do as much sharing and go on the news about it if I have to. It's the last worst thing that happened. Now, talking about losing things, you can make maps and put them in the same place. Do whatever you got to do to quit losing things and remember, write and record a lot. And accountability is talking to other people and tell the truth. And about the wreck is I am really upset because I had made a great day, a good day, and in the middle of nowhere there was a black SUV that wouldn't move. So that's where I'm at, and beginning and ending with these sentences about results. You're going to get them when you're sharing and being honest. Because from the wrecks before, I went home from work and there was a younger woman outside a car, and I knew she a hit and run because I've had people do that to me too much, right? And I got out and said the right things to her, which I'm still getting paid for it. It's spiritual, you know. And with this, the woman, they're out of my life, and the drunk and the band member that tried killing me for real in a wreck, that may be worse. Like there was an actual event of a vehicle going more than 100 miles an hour, right? And the wreck was so bad that the wheel in front of me snapped and hit a guardrail, and if like inches to another direction I'd be dead because of them. So that still hasn't been accounted for. And then the last name of that was Hood, and then there's Shelley, last name of a reckless wannabe race car driver, and drug addict from Grand Prairie, Texas tag, 2019 Ford Fusion MRM 3847 MRM 3847, but he was stoned. He ran a red light, and my ribs are still fucked up from Shelley's reckless driving, and GM Barone is a drug addict. And but those four people, Carlos Jimenez Gonzalez, Damian Dwayne Hood, Todd Christopher Shelley, and Jim Barone from Grand Prairie, a thug. Those are the four that have been the worst about almost getting killed. Now the woman is number 5, a reckless, and I'm going to say it again. She's a woman reckless driver, because you can't stop in the middle of a road, and really you can't stop in the middle of traffic when the traffic is going. That's the real world situation and the visual. Once the light changes and the first car goes, the second car needs to go, but the woman wouldn't go. So my body's more fucked up than before. It's 8:49, and I will resent her forever. And I apologized, and that's what's wrong is I'm a veteran, and it's not right for me to apologize to anybody, even if they've been to war. And that's right. You got to be that strong. There has been no veterans that have had it worse than me at that time, because I could handle it to those degrees of warriordom, warriorship, whatever you want to call it. But I still relate and listen to other war veterans because I know it was nothing. It's just a part of it. That's life, right? 933. So the ex-prisoners and the recovery people, it's just magic work. You just be a wizard. Except you can't work recovery with anyone unless you've been through a degree, a percentage, or something related to recovery. And then again, adding is you can if you've been through an opposite or another experience that is, like they say, a solution, right? 10:06:07. Anyway, the woman wreck is about, the more I talk about it, let it go. Even if it's put out there and no one hears it, it's right. I'm going to get spiritual pay that's required to live along my day and not toss and turn at night and have nightmares that create and break sweats all about fucking fucked up fright.